Hello there, and welcome to Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Now, a fun little story before I start. What are the exact freaking odds of natural disasters happening one after another right before I purchased this game? Like, seriously. 2 days ago, an earthquake happened, and admittedly it didn't happen around my area, but my area did receive an aftershock from the earthquake that occurred. So I had like a magnitude 2, 3 earthquake happen around my area, and then the very next day, the skies turned dark during a bright sunny day, and it suddenly turned into a thunderstorm that lasted for like 10 minutes. And said thunderstorm happened to also blow up a blow up an I'm not sure what they are. Generators? Fuses? Essentially, the thing around the city block that provides electricity for your entire street. One of them blew up. Oddly enough, you would think that would be something I wouldn't be used to, but I'm already used to it because for some reason it's such a regular happenstance that they have about 4 of those things always in conjunction, prepared to as a backup if one ever blows up. I mean, there's only one instance I can name where all 4 went boom. How do I know this? Experience. It's happened a lot of times. I've also, for some reason, I can actually hear them whenever they go boom, which is very odd because the power plant is actually a decent ways away from my apartment block. So it's honestly kind of odd that it's so loud that I can hear it all the way from here. But I digress. And then right after that, on this day, when I finally got the game, a heat wave hit. It's so damn hot right now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, enough about that little story. Let us begin our sojourn into the apocalypse.
A world that loses its power will fade into nothing. If such is the fate of this world, then I shall return it to its mother's womb. The world must first die for it to be born again. This is the path to salvation, as foretold in an ancient prophecy. The world will fall for its sins, and everyone living will vanish. But I won't let you meet the same fate. I want to help you hold on to your life. To do so, I need to know your name. Will you tell me who you are?
Honestly, I'm tempted to use the giving name Shura or Ashura. Hmm. Yeah, I'll just go with my usual handle. That seems good enough. Now, I don't deny that having a funny name might be interesting or entertaining and all that, but I like to do my first playthroughs in a more serious light so that I can best enjoy the story. I'll make fun of the parts that make no sense after the first playthrough. Or make a ridiculous name. Either way.
That's right. As of now, your will to live shall sustain you. Believe in it and survive. You may not understand right now, but please, don't forget what I've told you. I am the nurturer of the next world. The template for our future rests within my hands. Now, I want you to say my name aloud. That's right. No, I won't shed another tear, not even at this world's end. Instead, I can invite you to the world that is to come. Now go ahead, wake up. The time is here.
Yo Yogi Cohen, please do not rush onto the train. The door is now closing.
I'll make a mood out of you. Hmm. You're here for your Yogi Park. Ever since that incident went down. Excuse me? It seems my voice isn't, or should I say my throat isn't agreeing with me right now. Anyway, ever since that incident went down, it's been one looky-loo after another. No one's here for the What? As you can probably tell, I had a lot of time on my hands. You've heard the news, right? No. Guess I ought to inform you. There was a deadly riot at Yoyogi Park yesterday. If you want the gory details, go check the giant screen at Shibuya. Long story short, a couple folks lost their lives in that park. You could hear the sirens wailing all night long. Anyway, sorry to talk your ear off. Probably not something I should be doing on the job. Oh no, that was very helpful. I like lore in games. Come on, say something else. Ooh. Okay, so X is the map. Do I have an auto turn or something? I guess not. ATMs. The exit. Will you leave the area, young man? Don't exactly have a choice in the matter. It's either that or stay in this metro and bore the shit out of myself. Here's the familiar interface. Due to investigation, the entrances to Yoyogi Park have been closed off. We appreciate your cooperation, young man. Shabby Vagrant. Oh, what a nice name, Shabby Vagrant. I've been chased. What? I've been chased by this wild dream haunted, you might say. Okay, I think that might be a grammatical error. I'm fairly sure it should be I have or I've been chased by this wild dream. Ah, whatever. I'm not a English teacher, so in my dream, ever you luck, everything is round. The world itself is round. Ah, dad nabbit. I know the world is round, but it got round in a different way. I'm telling you, my dream is a prophecy. And yet no one believes me. Don't know why I gave the Shabby Vagrant that voice. High school. No, I cannot do a high school girl voice. Even if my voice is a bit girly. I have quite a complex about my voice because of that too. The hell? You overhear a conversation between some high school girls. So, excitable high school. So, don't tell me, I already know you think Hikawa's super hot, right? Skeptical high school girl. Ew, there's like so many nasty rumors about him. I couldn't help it. The typical Valley girl accent. It's just too funny to pass up. I know, to me that only adds to it. He's got intrigue, a whole world of lore built around him. Please don't cringe. I know this sounds horrible. This is partially on purpose. And partially because that's just how bad I am at trying to pretend to be a girl. The news is showing on the giant video display. Let's see, what would be a good voice for a newscaster? Tonight, a riot broke out yesterday at Yoyogi Park regarding the construction of a communication tower. The demonstration got out of hand and there have been several deaths and injuries reported. Furthermore, Hikawa, the top executive of Cyber's communication, remains missing. And now, over to Kay for the latest in sports. The news continues to ramble on. I almost hit my controller out of my hands. Young man, Yogi Park Riot. Oh, you mean what is showing on TV? I don't know, it's just... That seems real, like, how could this be happening here? Glad it doesn't involve me. Huh. Yeah, sounds exactly like any normal person. As long as it doesn't involve me, who gives a shit? There is a live report going on. While I do feel the demonstrators' actions were out of line, the fact that Cyber's communication would destroy the park for their own gain is not only inconceivable, it's unforgivable. The reporter's impassioned speech continues. More at 9 on the news. Don't tell me I...
Great. The entire park's closed off. They can't even let a guy in to snap a few photos? Guess it's not my lucky day. Huh? You need something, kid? Well, here's what they said on TV. Panic erupts as a clash between corporate representatives and a civic organization ends in violent deaths. Pretty disturbing, right? But those who live on the fringe say it was a deeper struggle between two cults. I think that's your phone going off.
Hey, are you there? Finally, I get a hold of you. What's taking you so long? I could see if it was our other friend, but you're never late. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Where are you now? Yoyogi Park? Well, since you decided not to show, we had to leave without you. We're almost there now. So, yeah, would you mind coming straight to the hospital? You do know which hospital it is, right? Shinjuku Medical Center. Just go east from Shinjuku Station and keep going. You can't miss it. I guess this works out. I was planning to ask our teacher for career advice, so I'll just go ahead of you. Thanks. Keep in mind, I don't plan on staying too long. Okay, see you later.
Hold up. You're on your way to Shinjuku Medical Center? That's also where I'm headed, oddly enough. Go figure. Why don't you hang on to this? It's a copy of our upcoming issue. I'm assuming you don't know what went down here. Then, you probably don't know what kind of place that hospital is either. The name's Hijiri, author of The Ring of Gaia and the Scripture of Moroku. Might want to give that a read. Normally, you wouldn't associate a hospital with the occult. But that hospital is anything but normal. Or so they say. There's a lot of misinformation floating around these days. If it turns out I'm wrong, just laugh it off, okay? Anyway, I'd better be going. Oh yeah, in the event we run into each other again, let me know how you liked my article.
Oh-ho! The Ring of Gaia. Can I open my inventory? Can I go in again? Yoyogi Park is sealed off. What did I just say? Shield off? Sealed off. Disgruntled cop. Yeah, I kind of have a voice for that. I swear, This entire generation has their heads screwed on backwards. Ah, that's it? I was hoping to use that voice more. You can overhear a couple's conversation. Did you hear about the riot where 3 people died? What if we're what? You don't gotta worry about that, babe. Why? Cause we're all about to start our own little riot in the bedroom. Wow, could you be any more predictable? But I guess that's what I love about you. It's in the middle of the damn day. At least wait till the night. Quizzical young man. That's a mouthful. This student in a real sharp uniform passed by not long ago. The way he carried himself was real dignified like and he had a cat with him, black as the uniform he wore. I don't know why, but something about that vintage style. Maybe the hat and the cape. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's freaking Raido Kuzunoha and Gato, or was it Goto? Elderly gentleman. Oh, not again. The hospital up ahead hasn't been open for a while. What's going on? I'm having way too fun just talking to NPCs and trying to give them voices. Tourist girl. No, I won't be able to do that one. Being here is starting to depress me. That riot's got everybody all shaken up. Look like a decent enough guy. Let's forget all this doom and gloom and have ourselves some fun. Why would you just randomly invite a gay you don't know and you just met? Oh, look at me. I don't know what accent have I just fallen into, but I kind of like it. Yo! What's up? Did you hear the rumor about Yoyogi Park? Yep. Well, it's just a rumor. That's fucking it? Let's see, that's the hospital. Can I go anywhere else before I go into certain death? Technically certain death because, yeah, he kind of dies to become the demi-beast. There is a note on the door. The entrance to the annex is closed. Please use the entrance to the main building. Signed, hospital staff.
Well, hey! About time. Is it just me, or is something seriously off here? There isn't anyone in sight. No nurses? No patients. Look, even the reception desk is empty. Don't you think there's something weird about this place? I sure do. Anyway, you know who is looking for a teacher right now. And big surprise, he's still gone. He'd better not be off goofing around. Oh, what's with that magazine? Some stranger gave it to you? Come on, you should know better than that. Ayakashi Monthly. Never heard of it before. What? It's an occult magazine? Why would you bring something like that here? Well, maybe it could help me kill some time. Anyway, can you go find that bonehead? If he can't find our teacher, then I don't want to be here another minute. He should be on the second floor, where the patients' rooms are. I'll be waiting down here. Oh, and leave the mag with me. Don't leave me hanging too long, okay? Can you go find our friend? I see no point in staying if our teacher's not here. He's probably somewhere on the second floor. This magazine is so bizarre.
It is an occult magazine. Bizarre is entirely the premise of the entire thing. That's how they earn their, well, paychecks. So I guess all of them lead to the same place then. The door will not open. The door will not open. The door will not close. Why can't I ever get a message like that? The door is already open. And, not by the hands of some bloody murderous monster. Like, it was just normally opened. The light! It burns! No, in all seriousness, I don't like it when it's too bright. It hurts my eyes. I wonder if I should readjust the brightness then. Can I though? Oh yeah, I don't have access to the menu yet, so I guess even if I did want to adjust, it wouldn't be possible at this juncture. Alright then, I'll take care of that later. Or sometime later, I suppose. Come on, give me more interactables. Atlas, Jack Frost coffee. You see a vending machine. You have enough change to buy a drink. Will you buy something? Yes. It seems this drink isn't listed on the machine. You obtained a mysterious drink. The vending machine is sold out. Open door, okay. Excuse me for the indigestion? There is a notice on the information board. This hospital consists of a main building and an annex connected by a passageway. Only authorized personnel are allowed in the basement. Yeah, that's always a bad thing when only authorized personnel are allowed in the basement.
Oh man, you scared the crap out of me. Why'd you go sneaking up like that? Jeez, you come here late, you cause trouble. You know what? Forget it. Not worth it. I'm sure you've already noticed, but this place has been cleaned out. You think everyone, died off? I called our teacher to make sure this was it. She clearly told me. Shinjuku Medical Center. They could have at least put up a notice or something so visitors aren't clueless. Maybe someone unleashed a deadly virus in here. I've already checked out everywhere she might be. I'm running out of places to look. Think we should just call it? Alright, I'm gonna head back down and check out how our other lady's doing. I bet she's all pissed because I've been gone so long. It ain't easy pleasing a princess. Anyway, I really hope this isn't the shitstorm it's shaping up to be.
Oh, you're back. So, you know that special report at the beginning of the magazine? Well, it says some things that are more than a little unsettling. According to this, there's a group of demon worshippers who call themselves the Ring of Gaia. And they're right here in Japan. Apparently, they believe in this book of prophecy called the Scripture of Miroku. In that book, it says that chaos will engulf the world, and these people are trying to cause that somehow. Whether their idea of chaos means terrorism or something else entirely, the reporter couldn't figure that out. But get this.
No luck finding her. I even checked the men's room.
Didn't need to know that. We're in the middle of a conversation here, so save those details for later. Now, listen to this part. A hospital on the east side of Shinjuku is closely linked to the organization's sinister plan.
Let me guess. That ends with, find out more in our next issue. Though it wouldn't surprise me if that article had some truth to it. I've heard some real spooky shit about this place. Like how they run deadly experiments on patients, or how a psychic started shrieking and bolted out of here. And of course, there's a rumor that a cult's behind it all.
You're serious? I never knew any of that. Maybe we really shouldn't have come here. I almost feel stupid for buying into some bizarre tabloid. But it does get one thing right. How creepy this hospital is.
We really need to find her, don't we? Okay, we search this place top to bottom one last time. If nothing pops up, we assume nothing's wrong, and we split. By the way, looks like you can reach the annex from the second floor. I'll go take a look up there. Whereas you have the honor of searching the basement. Oh, and you'll need this.
You're the one who found the card. Why don't you search the basement? Could it be you're too scared?
Come on, this is me we're talking about. The only reason he's going is because I'm sure there's nothing down there. Look, all you need to do is confirm that our teacher isn't in the basement. Got it? After all, saving the day is my job. Should things take a turn for the worse, just run like hell, okay?
I can't believe him sometimes. Anyway, let's focus on finding our teacher. No matter what, we have to make sure she's safe.
Auto map. How is this an auto map? This is a manual map. Out of curiosity, can I go... Wait, why did I go this way? I could have just used the elevator, go to the second floor, and quickly check if I could go through the annex. What exactly am I doing? Why am I going the longer route? Like an idiot. You don't have the right card. Why exactly is this hospital so secretive? Well, I actually know the answer to that, but I'm asking a rhetorical question. To the basement, I suppose. I admit though, Hitoshura looks really, really nice. Insert your ID card. You use the ID card. Wow, isn't that something no one likes to see on a usual basis? A gurney that's blood-stained or blood-soaked. OPE01. Aha! A bloody gurney, a hexagram, and code symbols and flags. Seems normal to me. That's not very convincing. You can hear eerie sounds from the room. Will you enter? Yes, I guess.
Who is it? Who dares disrupt this stillness? Only a lost lamb. A well-known poet once said, "April is the cruelest month." Have you any inclination as to why? Because it is then one awakens from a long sleep and faces the barren world. Our history as a species is similarly barren, comprised of empty trivialities. The worthless overgrowth of a civilization blind to its sins. Continuous war and bloodshed. In thousands of years of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The world needs to wipe its slate clean. The way to salvation was foretold in the scripture of Miroku. And today, that prophecy shall be fulfilled. The old world will sink like a setting sun, and the new world will arise in its place. Now, how should I deal with you? From what I recall, you weren't among our followers who survived the purge at the park. Oh, you're her acquaintance. Come to think of it, this was a hospital, wasn't it? And you merely came to visit her. However, even a pebble creates ripples when cast in water. And while I do feel pity for you, your life ends here. Do not be afraid. All the inhabitants of this world will follow before long. Your time has just come a bit sooner, that's all. What a pitiful attempt. One should face death honorably.
Stop!
Huh?
What? You can't even let one person go? What effect could he possibly have on our plan?
However insignificant he is, I am not a man of exceptions. You know this.
Fine. If you don't spare him, then consider our partnership over.
Such a troublesome maiden. Well, I'll leave the teaching to the teacher. Please leave this room. I would like to enjoy this blissful end in solitude.
I'll be waiting on the roof. We'll have a good view of the city from there. Come, see it with your own eyes. Witness that which will change the world.
I must say, the voice acting is surprisingly well done. Quite fitting for each character. The door is locked from the other side. B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I have no idea where I'm going with that.
What's wrong, my little master? Are you curious about that person over there? Oh, is that so? My. But right now, we have other matters to attend to. Let's do that afterward.
So, here we are again. I'm glad I intervened when I did. I wouldn't want you to fall prey to a demon. You heard what Hikawa said, right? This world is about to be swallowed by chaos. It's called the Conception. The rebirth of the world. An event which no human has ever witnessed. Everyone outside of this hospital will perish. I doubt anyone would approve of such a terrible thing. But even if we did keep this old world alive, it would eventually lose all its power. The world must first die, for it to be born again. And I alone will carry the burden of its sin. As for regrets, I have none. What matters is that fate reached out and led you here. And it is your fate to live through the conception. It may actually be more painful than death. But I believe in you. Please. Come find me when it's done. No matter how the world changes, I'll be your pillar of strength. It is my duty as the maiden to take part in shaping the new world. Meaning I can show you a better way to live. I know it must be difficult for you to understand, but we're out of time. Listen, if you can find me on your own, I promise to tell you everything. The answers to all your questions, and what my intentions really are.
Who would enter my world, reveal your heart to me. You have nothing stirring within you, not even a hint of reason. For the one who will shape the world, this cannot be. Go forth and discover yourself. What will be the legacy of your existence?
Do not be afraid. My little master has taken an interest in you. Pitiful human though you are, he wishes to grant you a gift. It is vital that you receive it, and I'm afraid you have no choice. Please try not to struggle. It will only hurt for an instant.
Enjoy your last moments as a human.
Magatama is the essence of demonic power. With it, you have joined the ranks of demons. My little master is always watching, so please try not to bore him.
You obtained the Magatama Marogare. From the command menu, you can view and ingest Magatama. I like the sound of that. Ingest Magatama. I like the fact that he's glowing in the dark. Also, when I think about it, after seeing those ruins on him, they look very vaguely familiar. What is the command menu exactly? You never taught me what the fuck the... Ooh, oh, there it is. It's white. It's finally working. Time to readjust the screen brightness. It's too fucking bright. The Magatama. Impart physical skills. Normal resistance. You have already ingested it. Oh. I have no save though. Shinjuku Medical Center. A full moon.
Who's there? Wait. Aren't you that kid I met at the park? What in God's name happened to you? I see. Well, at least you still think like a human. That aside, you know what the hell's going on here? Last thing I remember, I was blinded by a bright light. After that, I was in this room. From the look of it, we're in some sort of hospital. Seeing as you're here too, I take it this is Shinjuku Medical Center? Well, first things first. As much as I want to know what's going on out there, it's not exactly safe to walk around. Have you come across any of them yet? Well, they're definitely not human. My guess is that they're demons. My strange experience, your new look, and these weird creatures. Something tells me calling the cops won't do us any good. But damn. If my hunch is right, there's an actual explanation for all this. Though I'd rather not believe it. If this is Shinjuku Medical Center, I can't just rule it out. The conception may have occurred for real. You know, I've seen a barrel like this before. If I remember right, it belonged to a man named Hikawa. He's gotta be behind this somehow. Just standing here talking won't do us any good. Listen, if you're strong enough to fight, could you gather some information while you're at it? I tried talking to what looked like a ghost, but I didn't have much luck. What's happened to the world? And is there anyone else out there? We can only find the answers by finding other people. I wish I could do it myself, but I doubt I'd last long against a demon. Besides, I imagine studying this thing has its own merits. So for now, I leave it to you. Don't bother worrying about me. I know I'd only slow you down if I tagged along. Hey, I don't plan on dying here, you know. I figure I can make myself useful by studying this thing. Now get going.
Yes, yes, yes! We're about to get into the meat of the game itself, to start the true journey through the apocalypse. However, unfortunately, I'll have to save it for the next episode, so... what would be a good way to end this? I'll wing it. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this. And I also sincerely apologize in advance. I'm probably gonna go fanboy in certain parts. Or shout and scream like a madman out of pure joy. Because quite frankly, I'm so damn excited! My blood boils. So, leaving on that as our ending note, I sincerely hope you will consider giving me your viewership, I suppose. And with that, I bid you off on bye.